Welcome back to Strange New Adventures. I'm your GM, Julian Brown, and we are getting right in to Act 3, Fractured Identities. We're actually wrapping up a little bit of Not Yet Finished, but we're putting it right in to Fractured Identities. Here we go. So, you guys decided to spend your momentum on extra information from engineering, and you spent your momentum check on getting extra information from medical, if I remember correctly. Okay. And then K-Dubs, what does that bring them down to momentum-wise?
0.
That's going to be brutal. Just going to give you guys that information one more time. Your medical information spend got you, it revealed that the blob-like organisms you encountered during the Crescent and Rescue mission were likely colonies made up of the smaller organisms, okay? And that in engineering, your information spend revealed that the pulses from the warp core match the harmonics from within the fracture that's happening right now that opened in front of the ship, okay? So with all of the information you've gotten from each station, that is the end of Scene 2. And now we are going in to Scene 3. Coming together, you have no momentum to remove. And here we go. So, as everything is still happening and you're talking, I remember you guys talking over some information before you have time to even start barking out orders. The warp core's pulsing creates an audible thrum around you as the fabric of... Did I miss something? It was a nice ship while it lasted. Oh boy. The warp core's pulsing creates an audible thrum around you as the fabric of space peels back and cracks in main engineering. Dozens of calcified tubes emerge from the crack, allowing the organisms around the ship to start falling to the floor. They begin to form a pile. Before your eyes, the creatures slither over each other, taking on a humanoid-like form. Thousands of feathered tendrils wave from the being's skin as the final few organisms take their place on the creature's face, creating analogs for eyes and a nose and a mouth. So, as this is all happening, Venjaxa, I'm coming right to you first because you're right there with your engineering crew. How are you reacting to this?
Shocked at first, and then I'm commanding the engineering crew to back away from the creature.
Okay, so stop right there. As you command the engineering crew to back away, the being also in this exact same fashion backs away.
What happens if I take a step forward?
It also takes a step forward.
Just gonna float this out there. What happens if you shoot yourself with a phaser?
Well, he did say combat was coming into it, so...
I said, no. See, everybody always minces my words. I said, it could happen. I hope it doesn't happen.
Okay, everybody roll for initiative.
Combat is not the desired outcome here.
Commodore, I hit my communicator with Commodore. This is Venjaxa.
Then here. What's going on?
We have one of the creatures that looks very similar to the one that was on Crescia in engineering now. And it seems to be doing a game of the hokey pokey with me. I take a step back, it takes a step back. I take a step forward, it takes a step towards me.
Keep it distracted. I'm on my way.
And if I can make a suggestion, Commander and Commodore, this is a first contact situation for you because you didn't really speak with them or interact with them on Cressida. So this is the first time that you're really interacting with them. I would say that this is an all hands on deck, all senior officers kind of situation. Just throwing that out there.
I will agree to that statement and I will open comms to get everybody on the engineering. On the double.
I guess I'm putting Tennan in that wheelchair after all.
Hold on. Okay, I'm glad you said that. So we are gonna like
Dr. Varall is abandoning sickbay.
We're doing a cut into sickbay because this is actually very important that you said that. Thank you. So Dr. Varall and Nurse Dala hear that same call of, all senior officers down to engineering. and so does Ensign Tennan, who I believe has been studying everything that's been going on a pad. And obviously being a Betazoid Tennan and a Vulcan, Dr. Varal, this could be great use down in engineering with telepathic abilities, theoretically. And Nurse Dala says to you, Dr. Varal, sir, Tannan's still recovering from surgery. Moving him now is not advisable. So, obviously a big moral conundrum here. You have the choice to risk moving Tannan for contribution to help you down in engineering and with communication, or keep him in sickbay and proceed without him. You could also roll to make your case, Ensign. Play it out.
Dr. Varal, I feel well enough to join the team. I'd like to come down to engineering.
I'm going to look at the doctor. I'm going to look at Tannan. Am I helping him in the chair or no?
Yeah, okay, but like the scans show otherwise. But I will go with you and personally attend to make sure that if anything does go sideways with your health, I'll be right there to take care of it if we need to do this. So let's go together. I'm gonna bring, we're gonna stick you in a wheelchair essentially and bring an extra med kit that's just dedicated to keeping you alive.
Let's do it.
All right.
So
yeah, go ahead.
Can try to think if there's anything that we can do initially to just make this.
Is there any?
less
There's no
risky.
site-to-site transport during this era, is there?
It's very like emergency situations only, which even though there's a new being in there, I still think it's like last
I
case
think
scenario type.
I wouldn't trust the ship right now.
And I also, that's also a really good point.
Yeah, and I will not authorize anyone beaming up to engineering at the moment anyway.
You might land right on the creature.
Oh.
So yeah, I think with all possible caution, we're gonna bring him, and I'm just gonna go with him, and that'll be
I'm debating as GM
the plan.
to make you do a fitness check, Ensign, just because it's been a rough go for you, and I feel like we just need to do it.
Okay.
Dr. Varal or I could help him, right?
You can. So you
We'd be
basically
helping him get into his.
I'm gonna make it a difficulty of 1 fitness check, and one of you could roll a dice to assist him get into the chair. So I mean, listen, this should probably go your way.
Yeah, just
It's a momentum.
tear the sutures.
Yeah, right.
And don't drop him.
Yeah. Could you roll a fitness and command for me for a 12, please? Difficulty of 1. And Lieutenant Hernandez, are you helping?
That would be an 11 for me.
Oh, sorry, 11. Thank you. You know I can't math. A fitness.
Varal, do you want to help him or should I?
I died.
Does it matter?
I'm dead.
What is it? Fitness and what?
What? Hang on, what?
I'm dead. I died. I'm gonna die. I just rolled a 19 and an 18.
Oh,
So I'm not fit.
Okay, but I'm gonna
Hold on.
I've coded in sick.
Wait.
Lieutenant Hernandez or Dr. Varal, who wants to,
wants to
Lieutenant
save his
Hernandez,
life?
it should
Knowing
be you.
the future?
You need to, it's a 12 for you. 12
Yeah.
or under.
12 for me. Oh,
Yeah. One dice.
Somebody. Okay.
Because you're only assisting.
And I think I used my determination. I can't even give you the
Don't
one.
even
Because you're
try.
only assisting, you can't even do it.
I
You
can't.
roll a 20, pull out a phaser, and shoot him in the head.
I think at this
You're not
point.
going anywhere. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
Fuck
Oh,
me.
I'm dead. She's gonna shoot me in the head.
20.
20?
Is it a 20?
I'm dead.
Oh my god, it's a 20.
I died. Hold on.
So basically, she dropped him.
Oh my god.
Zooming. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well, we did say we were all the complications.
Oh,
so
hold on.
there you go.
Hold on. I can't let this happen. This is not
Just go to Kamal and I'll fly the ship into the rift.
Okay, here's the
End it.
deal. Here's the deal. here's the deal.
Wait, can I?
On this fitness check, as Ensign Tennan tries to get into the wheelchair, he immediately groans in a shit ton of pain. For your complication, I'm gonna let you roll your fitness check again, but I gotta make a complication. Oh my god.
Give him some stress points.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
That's actually not a bad idea at all. Dude, okay, and we can vote on this, and I'll either take your advice or not. Everything that has happened to him, okay, and the rolls that you guys just did, he has stress of 9. I'm thinking of taking 4 of that as the complication.
It seems fair.
That seems fair.
Seems fair to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna keep me alive,
dude, I'm not trying to fucking kill anybody. Oh my god.
But he's also not leaving sick bay.
Did he
now.
at least
Dude, if you guys
land
roll,
in the wheelchair with these stress points?
he lands in the he doesn't land in the wheelchair because he failed the fitness check. So he
falls
gets
on the floor and you turned off life support.
Yeah, right. Oh no, so
I'm laughing, but he's panicked.
So bad.
Oh.
What's going in dice jail? I'm only gonna play D&D with these dice. I never roll like this in Dungeons and Dragons.
So as he tries to get into the wheelchair, he screams out in pain and immediately lays back down on the bio bed. Ensign, I need you to defend yourself a lot right now because Dr. Varel is probably like, fuck this.
No, let me talk. I can do it. Let me get in the chair, please.
Straight to the buffer.
Listen, role play it out. You are the CMO here. You could not let him go. It's totally.
If there's if potential first contact, maybe I could try to talk to him.
We should have
Save the
him
ship.
there. We really should have him there.
At this point, we're gonna have to bring you down there on a stretcher.
I'll help carry.
Give me
it.
one more
Don't
fitness
trust
check,
me.
please, Ensign. Was that your permission, Dr. Varel, bringing him down?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. 9, 10, 11, please. Difficulty.
Damn.
God, hold on. Fuck, do I up? No, I'll be nice.
Complication range gets bigger.
Complication
No.
rate? No, just, yeah, difficulty of 1.
12
And
20.
The dice do not want you to leave.
No, I'm
space.
stuck. I'm stuck. I'm in a coma.
okay, so here's the deal. As
out.
Ensign Tennan tries to get back into this wheelchair, he cries out in pain once again. 20, I'm sorry, complication. Dude, you have like 1 stress left. Yeah, Dr. Varel.
I'm
Did
sorry,
the 12
gang.
get him
I
in
can't
the
help
chair?
you.
I think Varel's
Maybe we
back
could
on
just open-
comms. Varel's back on comms to the Commodore. Listen, we cannot. Tennan cannot make it down here. He is still in critical condition, and he cannot be moved. So you'll have to do without him.
But if we give me a communicator.
And Commodore will just mutter under her breath, "Damn." Dr.
Cry
Varel,
out,
I
sorry,
will.
Commodore. I'm sorry.
I will rely on your expertise. You are the senior medical officer. Do what you think is the best. But come here.
All right. So Varel will head down.
Are you leaving anyone in command of sickbay?
I mean,
Oh,
who's
we
my most senior nurse?
It's nurse.
Slash-
It's the Ren.
it the-
Nurse Ren. Yeah.
Okay. Well then, yes.
Okay. I'll try and keep everyone alive here, Doctor.
Good. Keep going.
I believe in you.
I don't. No, I'm kidding.
Whatever you do, don't roll any dice.
Oh my god, I can't believe that just fucking happened. All right.
I can.
So
Make this
Yeah.
up.
Me too.
takes a few minutes and everything that happened with Ensign Tennan, but we are now, the whole entire bridge staff has convened in engineering. So as you've already determined, Commander Vinjaxa, these things are basically playing hokey pokey. Anytime any one of your engineers or you make a movement, it mimics it. Okay. So now that you guys are down there, I mean, I think it's a pretty. I'll let you get there, but what do you want to do?
Can I, once my senior staff arrives, can I start barking orders?
Yes.
So what I'm going to do, and I have a mechanical plan, and I would like to see if that makes sense and if you allow it.
Okay.
Okay, so Commodore Nella Zen has an ability called Join.
Okay.
It says Zen gains an additional character trait, which is the name of the symbiote that reflects on advantages of being joy as well as abilities to perform rites and rituals. Furthermore, up to twice per adventure, she may declare that a past host had experience or a particular experience or expertise in a particular field. She gains an additional focus when doing this, which remains for the rest of the adventure. And I would like to add a new focus as first contact.
I love this, and I will absolutely allow it. Yes.
Therefore, I can...
Ensign, do you have a question?
Yes. Since I was directly involved in my fit check,
Yes.
can I use backup plans and give the team a momentum since I failed? Because I failed the task.
Absolutely. One momentum. Sorry, go ahead. Keep going, Fef. Commodore?
Yes. So the way I'm seeing this is that first contact is a team effort.
Yes.
So now that the senior officers are there, she can start assisting each senior officer to do the first contact in their areas of expertise. So kind of if we were doing a football analogy, she will be quarterbacking. Therefore, I can assist as a major command action. In addition to the standard assist action, you can use assist action on your turn while in command. You may pick 2 characters to assist instead of 1. So that's going to do as well.
That's awesome. Okay.
And on top of that, she will put a Picard speech now, and she will rally her senior staff like, this is a first contact situation. And you guys are the best of the ship. We got this. And you inspire and coordinate the crew attempting a presence plus command task with a difficulty of 0. And this task is specifically to generate momentum, either to use immediately or to save for the group.
Okay.
So I want to do a rally. So it's a presence plus command with a difficulty of 0.
Okay, so a 15 or under. 2 dice.
Control command is 16.
You said, I thought you said presence. Sorry, you control and command?
Control and command, 16.
Yep.
Yes. And I would like to see if it's possible for me to use my determination to make this rally actually work.
I don't really see in your values except maybe original thinker. I don't know. What do you...
It's on the values. I thought it was on focuses.
No, it's based on your values, if I remember correctly.
Well, if you want to say death has no power over me, the ship is about to fall apart.
Those two do kind of apply. I'll allow it. I would say original thinker probably goes, yeah, I'll allow it.
We need all the help we can get.
You do, and it makes sense in this situation.
Okay, so I will use my determination and I will attempt a rally. So I already have 1 success, yes?
You actually have 2 successes because it automatically makes it a critical success. So if it's difficulty 0, that's already 2 momentum. 2 momentum, and then basically just roll 1 dice then. Oh no, does she still get to roll both dice? Does it turn 1 dice into that critical success?
It turns 1 automatically to 1.
Okay, so then just roll 1 more dice.
14.
There it is. So total of 3 momentum gained for you guys. That's awesome.
And hang on.
Commodore is like leading. I love this.
Yes.
And she is a veteran. Whenever Zen spends determination, roll at 1d20. If the roll is equal or less than her control rating, she immediately regains that spend point of determination.
Let's do it.
So,
Nice.
Control.
11.
12.
Damn it. But good effort. All right. So
we have 3 momentum.
You have 3 momentum, and because this is a first contact, 4. Oh yeah, because Someone.
Ensign Tennan.
Ensign
Tennan.
gave us one plus the
mine.
3.
He may be about to fucking die, but he's still useful as hell. You gotta love
We're
it.
all like, let's do it for Tennan.
For the Ensign. I still can't believe that happened. So
My dice is in dice jail.
thank you. Commodore, as this is a first contact situation, as you've established, this is leading us to a very, very, very important 3 key task linear challenge. Okay? I will tell you exactly what your first key task is, and then you guys can work together as a crew to role play it out. Your first key task in this first contact situation is to identify a manner of communication to determine exactly how the entity is communicating. It would be a difficulty of 2 insight plus medicine or science task, and I will let you role play it out.
And now our communicator office is dying. And Commodore will lay out the law of the land upon Ensign when we are out of the woods. Like, how dare you?
How dare you almost die? Really?
You disobeyed my orders of staying alive. Go to the brig.
Joke's on you, Commodore. I love the brig.
Identify a manner of communication.
Science, you said.
Medicine or science?
Insight and...
Insight and medicine or science.
I would just look at our blue uniform people here.
I'm out.
I think that's me.
And Dr. Varel as well.
Oh, Varel is there. Yes.
Yes.
I got a 13 there.
Oh, no, I didn't mean do the roll yet.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
not yet.
No, not yet.
I'm just trying to determine who's gonna...
Role play it out. Who, if you guys each have an idea of who would maybe do this better.
Does the Commodore have a plan here of what they wanted to have happen?
Commodore wants to open channels of communication with this creature.
Okay.
Need to figure out how they communicate. Right now, they are playing Mimic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tapping on my pad right now, trying to gather any sort of information that I gathered between last time and this time, and how they communicated with each other on the other planet, and how they've reacted to us thus far with the pattern in the warp core. And then now with the mimicking, they're trying to learn about us as much as we're trying to learn about them, it feels like.
Mimicry is not a sign of intelligence.
No.
I could also mind meld with whales.
I love this plan so much. Player FF is here for it.
And you could also assist.
But
yeah.
You have to be careful touching it though, because on the planet before, it burned when it touched.
This, yeah, right. Like this could go sideways quickly.
Yeah.
It's a 2-way street for me.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I am the sole point of communication at that point. This is not necessarily understanding how to communicate with it. This is finding a way around communicating with it.
It would verify if it was intelligent.
But it isn't gonna, it's not gonna help anybody else talk to it unless I'm involved. So this is not coming to necessarily going to be coming to equal terms with this life form in finding a good way to communicate with it. It's just finding a way for me to communicate with it.
But you could potentially translate whatever you learned from this creature after your mind meld to...
Because you'd be
standard.
reading and understanding. You'd basically be sharing if it has a
mean, we can
right?
do it. I can no-kill eye this thing. If anybody remembers that, Devil in the Dark.
I actually don't, but now I want to...
Go watch your TOS.
I gotta go rewatch my TOS.
So we can do it, but yeah, if something happens to me, then you, again, won't have a way to communicate with it.
Commander Van Jackson,
Yes, Commodore.
from the moment that you called us upon here, was this creature reacting to the warp core at all?
Not to my knowledge. It was more interested in mimicking. It made no move towards the warp core.
It was not bothered by the warp core frequency.
No.
Did we establish that we cannot change the harmonics of the warp core frequency?
We had not touched upon that yet. I might be able to jerry-rig something, but we also risk irritating the creature, for lack of a better term.
And if I could also just interrupt, before we could even think about that, these 3 key tasks need to be completed.
So we're gonna have to deal with. We have to learn how to communicate with it first. Without, we're at a point where we have to do this. We don't have any.
I think the ensign is chirping.
He's listening in on an open channel.
I'm on an open channel. Is there? Okay, so I have a technical question. I know I'm on my deathbed. I'm in pain, but I mean, I feel like my telepathy would still be able to sense this presence on the ship.
I agree with that.
So is there anything that I could do potentially from sickbay just to even get an idea that I can then pass along to Dr. Viral to help him potentially?
Listen, I have no problem because we've seen it in TNG. Deanna could read other people like on another ship, right? So you have the range. So I don't have any problem with you attempting to actually possibly make this roll too. I would say I'd probably spend, I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, I probably would spend threat to create like an severely injured trait, which you already are, to increase the difficulty because you're fucked up right now. Not to fuck you over, just because that's the state
I
of
understand.
things.
I'm just trying to think, how can I help?
Yeah.
In this situation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm pretty much almost dead. So even if I roll poorly, I'm just going to be like, well, I can't sense anything anyway.
Right.
And we just go to plan B.
What do you guys think?
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
And I would say, Player FF likes it. I would say that Commodore does not give this order. That is Ensign Tennan's own free initiative to try to scan this creature.
And I'm curious if I haven't really spent any determination. I mean, this is definitely one of my values about talking it out, subconscious. So I feel like that could play maybe to help me
honestly,
in
man,
this role.
Honestly, man, any of your values at this point, I would let you use because they all apply to this situation. So,
yeah.
I will just say if is a decision that Ensign Tennan is going to try and establish communication.
I'm medically not happy about this.
Player FF loves it. Commodore Zen will not give the order.
So it's a volunteer.
Yeah.
Play it out.
Okay. Do you even ask for permission, or you just do this?
I would ask for
listening
permission.
to the comms. Okay.
Commodore, this is Tennan. Come in.
Ensign, you were supposed to be resting.
I understand the situation, Commodore. I've been monitoring communication from sickbay. I would like permission to try to attempt contact.
Ensign, you should be resting.
I understand that, Commodore. I just can't sit idly by while you're trying to solve a problem that I potentially can help.
Ensign, you can try. If you start training, I want you to abort.
Understood, Commodore.
Okay. So I am going to spend threat. Okay. I'm spending 2 threat because that's how much it costs to create the severely injured trait. Okay. And that brings the difficulty of this task up to 3. Okay. I will say that you guys have 4 momentum and you have a nurse who's making sure that you don't fucking croak. So she can assist with a dice as well.
You have any determination?
And yes, he's using a determination.
I'm going to use determination because I have not used it yet.
So we have 1 success.
How many 20s can we roll?
I'm rolling a red dice for the doctor for a red shirt.
Trying to see how this works for me. Okay.
Just so everybody knows, I'm now down to 5 threat.
So
where did it all come from?
Well, you all gave some back to me the other session.
Okay.
I did.
So I am going to do my perfect opportunity so that one of my dice is the 1. I'll get 2 successes from that. So for determination, it says like perfect opportunity, like in the rule book reading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, you may spend determination on a task roll before any dice are rolled, but after you've purchased any extra dice to select a single D20 and set it so that it counts as having rolled a 1.
Okay, so that's your determination. So
yeah,
the difficulty is 3. We set 1 dice aside for you. That is 2 successes. You get to roll 2 more dice for a difficulty of 3, and this is insight and science 9 for an 11, and Dr. Wren will do the same for a 12. Okay?
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I got a 10.
I got a 17 and 18.
You need
But
new
you
dice.
gotta get
buddy.
new dice.
Throw
I'm
those
putting
dice
these-
away.
I'm throwing these
You gotta
away.
play Dungeons and Dragons. That's what you gotta do.
I'm gonna set these on fire.
It doesn't say anything about the complication range for this specific part of the key task, so it's a success by the skin of your fucking teeth because Dr. Wren saved you from your death again. You succeed, thank God, and your success reveals you can by reading like their feelings, by reading this Bryozoan's feelings, that the pulses on their wavy zooites, like feathery appendages, are how they communicate. With that being said, how does that look to you? Do you want to report?
Commodore, I have a status. I'm sensing that this Bryzonian figure, their pulses on their appendages or their feathers is seemingly how they communicate.
Perfect. Thank you for your contribution, Ensign. Go rest.
Understood.
And she will look at Lieutenant Hernandez and Dr. Varel. We need to crack this code.
You do. Before I do that, I just have to do this. Before Ensign Tennan can keep listening in and doing everything, Dr. Wren gives him a shot of morphine and basically knocks his ass out.
No more being a threat to yourself.
For real.
I'm throwing them out of a 6-story window at the this is over.
You do need to break this code, but now that you've figured this out, this actually goes to key task 2, which is more of a engineering issue. You need to be able to modify the universal translator with a reason plus engineering task of a difficulty of 3 to get into communication with them. Go ahead.
Reads and engineering. So I need 16 or lower.
Yep.
Okay. Anybody object if I spend 2 momentum to pick up 2 extra dice?
Do you want to tell Commodore what you're going to do?
Okay, Commodore, idea, I can take the universal translator and rig it so it will be able to communicate with the tendrils, flagella, and will be able to communicate in that manner.
She will look at Lieutenant Hernandez. Lieutenant Hernandez will assist you.
I would also say, just like, I personally, this is me talking, not GM for a second. I really don't like how the game just kind of makes it so easy that it's like the appendages. I'm not going to take that away from you at all, but I think you need to like, I think a fun narrative bit for this is to like scan the, like have the computer scan it so it could like learn the phalanges, right? Because you can't just like say
I think
universal.
that would probably be one step in training the universal translator. That's probably how I would help Benjaxa,
right.
is by scanning and watching what it does.
Okay,
and
that makes
feeding
sense.
that
Okay,
information
cool.
into
All right.
Benjaxa while he does the thing.
Cool, perfect.
I mean, unless I roll another 20 and then.
Oh
well,
boy. All right, cool. So yeah, sorry, continue.
And in the meantime, Commodore Zen will just look at Commander Travik. You keep your faces on the ready.
I got my phaser and my shot ready.
Just to let you know, for this difficulty 3 reason engineering roll, the complication range is a 19 through 20.
And
All right.
only one character can assist on the task, right?
Correct, but didn't you do something earlier where you're allowed to choose at least once that it could be 2 to assist on the task?
I can assist 2 characters.
Okay, so you could assist Benjaxa and Lieutenant Hernandez. Or you can assist someone like one later and one another time.
That's how I
Okay.
read it.
Okay, cool. All right.
So,
But
okay.
She could do that anyway, couldn't she? Like,
Yeah, I think this means like she could help you guys now. That's how I read that.
Adding a third person.
Yeah,
instead
basically
of
a basically
just
a,
the two.
you can
a
always
fourth
assist
dice.
anybody. There's
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
I'm willing to throw a dice if you guys want me to.
Let's do it. So It's a difficulty of 3, reason and engineering. So,
So good at that. So good at that.
are you guys spending any momentum, or you think you guys got this with the rolls?
I got 4. I would spend an extra one. At least, what, you got 2?
I got 2.
It was 5 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking for a
So many
16
chances to roll a
Vinjaxa.
20.
Yeah. A 16 for Vinjaxa, 11, 12, 13 for the Commodore, and a
13 for me. I
13
think.
for you. Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to read. If I'm the person doing it, I can get additional stuff, but I can't.
Yeah. So yeah, 13, 13, and a 16, and you're spending 1 momentum?
2.
Okay, so if you're trying to buy 2 dice, it's 1 momentum for 1, 2 for a second.
Oh, that's right. Unless you have something where like the first one is free, or I've got.
Well, if I get 2 people helping me, then I should only need to spend 1, because that'd be 5 total.
You hope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right.
All right, so 1 momentum?
One momentum then, yeah.
So you're rolling 3 dice.
3 dice.
Fef is rolling 1, Commodore, and Lieutenant is rolling 1. All right, let's do it.
Correct.
Here goes.
8.
20.
Jesus fucking Christ.
6, 4, and 18.
6, 4, so that is a success and a complication.
And a complication.
Give me a second. I have to.
Put the other dice away, guys. I'm putting this one away. I never use this one. I like that one.
This dice has gears.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm going to, because of the 20.
Can I re-roll? I don't have anything that I used my determination already.
Bear in mind, before you all give me dirty GM looks, that I'm using what's been happening in the game. You succeed, okay? And I'll get to that in a second, but before, let's handle the complication. Because of the strain of what happened with what Ensign Tennan was doing, he flatlines. Dr. Wren is working on bringing him back. I will say this, that this is like strike 3. Your momentum is now all gone.
I mean, I got morphine. I'm past that.
Yeah, that didn't help. Your momentum is gone. Okay? I mean, your stress. Okay?
Wait, how is this a complication to
it could be anything.
the engineering task?
It could be anything.
Okay.
Affect
so
all participants. Affect all participants.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I'm trying to make it something that's not like horrible, because I'm trying to like get you guys through this. And nothing more should happen to him. He's in a bio bed.
He's virtually in a coma now.
No, it's just if one more thing happens to him, like he is gonna die.
Okay.
Staying in sick bay then.
Yeah. Okay, so you succeed though. What does that look like, Lieutenant Vinjaxa?
Lieutenant Hernandez or Van Jaxa?
Commander Vinjaxa, you both succeeded. Both of you give your report. Oh, I didn't tell you what happened yet. I'm sorry. So it modifies. Sorry, I was dealing with the complication.
Kill people.
It modifies the device appropriately and allows you to basically. It actually doesn't give you much information to continue on to the next key task. So what do you guys think it looks like to be able to modify the universal translator to be able to communicate with the Bryozoan Conveyor? Sorry.
I would say that we are modifying a display so we can, because this is visual communication, it's not a sound communication. So we need to program a model on a display so we can input positions to.
I would say though,
communicate with the thing.
I really like that. I would say though, it's already been, since they succeeded, that's what you guys did. But you don't even need to input information. You just talking will put the visuals on the screen, right? Do we like this? Do you guys?
Yes.
Role play it out. Give your report.
Commander, report.
The interface was a success. I was able to modify the universal translator to work on the display that is in front of the creature. It will take what we say, translate it into their little interpretive dance, so they'll be able to see what we're saying to them in their language.
Perfect. Let's hope it works.
Does that get translated and the thing reads it and goes, little interpretive dance, and is now offended?
That would be in character.
Roll a d20, see what happens.
Let's not do any unnecessary rolls that we don't have to. All right, your final
Rolling anything else.
your final key task is to finally establish communication with them now, which is a presence or control and command for a difficulty of 3. So this might be something good for a first officer or a Commodore. Commodore Zen, what is your next order?
We will introduce ourselves. And we are out of memento, right? Well, all of memento.
No, you have 3. They only spent 1.
Control and command. Commodore Zen has a 16.
Okay. And control and command is a 12 for Thravik, though they could assist you. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to do. Difficulty of 3.
And we have 3 momentum.
I already used my determination, so yeah. And I did not get my determination back. Yeah.
But Thravik
Okay.
is his. Can you use
I
determination?
don't know if
on
anything
an
would.
assist?
I don't know if this would apply to any of them, other than being loyal to Zen. But I don't think it would.
I don't know.
I will. If you do something, I might allow it, but I'm not going to just give it to you.
Especially, I mean, can you use a determination on an assist?
Here's the thing: you could do the roll and give yourself an automatic 2 successes, and Commodore could assist you, and you could buy a dice because you have a determination left.
Thank you.
But there's just like you would need to again. I preface something needs to happen in order for you to be able to use that value. It's easy.
Right.
Just I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not going to give you the answer.
I mean, Commander Traffic is ready for action.
I am ready for action because I'm.
And please don't start a fight. But
No.
if it won't start a fight, he will not back down.
I won't back down. Nope.
And he's very loyal to Commodore Zen. And that's a situation that Commodore Zen needs him by her side.
Ready for action though doesn't help engage in diplomatic communication. I'm a stick on the loyal to Commodore Zen. I just need one thing to happen to make that happen.
Hang on, I'm pretty sure diplomatic negotiations is a combat tactic. and
For
it
the
differs
Klingon
from
Empire, it is.
Also
Also maybe for the Andorians a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you are fighting a battle with words, not with weapons. Let's do it together, Commander, as we always have.
We can do. I will follow you anywhere.
Boom! There it is. Thank you. That's all I needed. I will allow the loyal to Commodore Zen determination spend. Okay? So if you would like to do the roll here. Okay, you already... So it's a difficulty of 3. We already have 2 successes. So you're rolling 1 more dice unless you're spending momentum, and Commodore can assist you.
Do we want to spend or are we saving?
I think we should spend 1 momentum.
Okay.
Okay, so Commodore, you are going for a 12. Okay, and Commodore, no, that's for the commander.
I'm
You're
going for
going
12.
you're going for a 16 or under, Zen.
An assistant cannot buy momentum.
No.
No. Okay.
1.
I don't have a complication, I'll tell you that, but I didn't succeed. I got a 15 and a 14.
Okay.
But I got an automatic success.
Oh, you got a 1?
I got a 1.
Oh, damn. Okay, so
So
that's
that
2.
makes 4.
So you gain a momentum.
Yay!
Sweet. Okay.
Nice.
Whew,
I've
you
never been
scared
so
me there,
happy to get
Rebecca.
a 1.
Oh, well done. So success means that the challenge is completed and the Bryozoan Conveyor will engage in diplomatic communication. What does that look like to both of you?
And say, hello. And she will kind of talk to the view screen to start translating into movement.
Awesome. And that is where we will end scene 2 and go in to the final act of this adventure, Fractured Identities. K-Dubs, please remove 1 momentum. So, the entity perks up in seeming recognition of what you are saying and responds, "We are representatives of the colony. This
Yeah, I think the computer sounds weird.
collection." I'm doing it for fun. Leave me alone.
I know.
Find it interesting that beings of this dimension are capable of creating such devices. We have come here to issue a warning. Our collections have voted to remove the producers of the resonance from the dimensions. This collection voted against aggression and lost. Our last hope was to try and stop the resonance. So, at this point, you guys probably all have a shit ton of questions to ask the Bryozoan, and I have answers. So, role play it out.
What is your favorite color?
What is color?
So you are saying that the ship is producing a frequency that is harming your collective?
Your vessel is an emitter of the resonance.
Is there a way for us to change the frequency so it will no longer hurt you?
Yes.
But they're probably not familiar with Starfleet ships.
Can you give us the frequency that is not going to hurt you?
We may be able to assist.
Commander Van Jackson?
Would you be able to assist me?
Yes.
Just to clarify, so I make sure I'm not misunderstanding. This one, quote unquote, representative is the one that was voting for communications and peace here. Whereas there's still a buttload of them out there that the vote was for smash bad signal ship, right?
Do you want to ask that as your character?
Well, no, I think you explained this.
That is the case. Yes.
All right. So we're still going to be fighting. Like, we still have to not only stop this, Commodore. It sounds like not only do we need to stop this, but we need to convince the Bryozoans that are still out there attacking the ship this is not going to happen again.
I will agree.
So I think this is about understanding exactly what the frequency is and making sure there's like some Starfleet policy around this.
May we interject?
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Convincing the other collections may not be necessary.
If we change the frequency, they might not consider being us attacking them any longer and might break off.
That's my thought exactly.
I just putting this out there. We have a pretty giddy scientist who always asks a lot of questions. So I have a lot of answers if you also want to learn more.
Yeah, like, don't you want to like exchange information with the society and learn about them? And
Yeah, Commodore will just look at Lieutenant Hernandez. You have a paper to write, girl.
can this like simultaneously happen while the engineering
You guys
task here?
remember here that you're also establishing first contact. Like, you want to take your time with this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we're
and-
also actively killing them.
No, you're not. No, maybe
We're
that didn't.
pissing them
No,
off. We're pissing them off.
yes, but you have time. This is a big moment.
She will. Commodore Zen will just whisper to Commander Travek, "Go to one of the stations and quietly run a scan on our ship. I want to know how bad they are still draining our shields."
I'll do that.
Do you want to
They
do
don't
it?
notice.
Do you want to do a roll right now to determine that?
I could.
Yeah, do it. Give me a control and security for a 15. This is just a security scan of the shield, like basically a diagnostic for difficulty 1.
Question.
8 and 5.
Sweet, you get a momentum. And your scan actually reveals that right now, because the entities have stopped converging around the ship and are now in engineering all converged together, that shields are not draining. They're fucked because of everything that happened earlier, but they're not draining any more than they were.
But they're not active.
If you would like to, whisper back to the Commodore.
I'm going to whisper back. We're no longer draining, but we're still hurting.
Good. Then we have time to figure this out properly.
Yes.
Commander Jackson,
Yes, Commodore.
need ideas.
Well, we need to tune. First of all, we need to tune the warp core so we're no longer harming the creatures. We also need to reset our shields so we can at least limp home and get into space dock to repair the ship. So I need to talk to the creature to see if they can help assist in some way to reprogram the warp core so it's no longer on the frequency that harms them.
Agreed. And she will look at the creature, the Bryozoan. Could you please help my engineer modulate the warp core to a frequency that will not harm you? And do I have your consent to have my lieutenant here run scans on you while you were doing this?
We can assist and answer any and all questions you may have.
Lieutenant?
Is this your form? Is this?
As individuals, we are non-sentient. When we combine, we have a sense of self.
That's amazing. Is this how you live? Do you spend most of your time together, apart?
The many become one, and in one we see too much.
Do you have a homeworld or territory that we could establish an area where you've come from?
We have moved through dimensions you do not have names for.
Fascinating. We met some of your species earlier. It was a different organism, or do you have any memory of such encounter?
The same resonance from your vessel that emanated from Cressida, as you call it, dragged us back into thought. We were forced to combine to survive, and it makes us remember why we chose silence.
Commander Traffic, please send a note to Starfleet. Whatever frequency that warp cars are doing, we need to get Starfleet engineer to figure out another frequency for our warp cores that will not hurt these creatures.
I would say before you give that order, now is actually a very good time, since you brought that up, to have Lieutenant Commander Vinjaxa figure out the warp core, because that's going to give you an answer that you need.
Are we sure that it's the warp core that's emitting the frequency? Have we confirmed
Yes,
that?
you've already confirmed and established that.
Okay.
Could we not develop a way to dampen the frequency so much as change it or alter it?
I think you need to scan the warp core.
And why is it just ours?
If you remember,
Or also
It was not.
No. Right now it is. It's just Challenger, okay? And it was Cressida.
Cressida, yeah. Their
Power station.
power station is what brought them.
Right.
So are we the same model of the warp core that was powering Cressida?
Well, something happened. I mean, they weren't coming after us before Cressida.
Commodore, can I suggest we do a scan of the warp core, please?
Go ahead.
Okay, so please, Lieutenant Commander Burke Vinjaxa, roll me an insight and engineering roll for a difficulty of 3 and a target of 14, I believe.
So if I spend my determination, will that get us 2 successes automatically?
Let's see what your determination is. No, you don't. None of your values, I think, apply to this at the moment.
Okay.
But the Bryozoan is an NPC and can roll a dice to assist you.
Okay. In that case, I will spend 1 momentum to get a dice, and I'll ask the Bryozoan to assist.
We will assist.
You got a 20.
There goes the warp core.
What'd you roll?
A 3, an 8, and an 11.
Okay, awesome. You succeed perfectly. I did roll a 20. I'm really sorry.
Bryozoan's like, I don't understand your consoles. What is this?
Is that the life support button?
Yeah.
Hey, that's my job.
The complication is this. Nacelle control to Commodore.
Send here.
Commodore, you remember when the port nacelle, the repair?
Yes, go ahead.
It's starting to buckle again. If we don't get this taken care of soon, it's going to start leaking plasma and we may not be able to get home.
Understood. Send out.
I'm making it a really small complication. You can deal with that later. It's a complication. Keep it in the back of your mind.
A small complication. Our port nacelle is buckling up.
It is.
It's
You
small
have bigger fish to
complication.
fry. Anyway,
Just a wee little.
you succeed. And you learn through this scan of the warp core. I'm going to preface this by saying, do you guys remember all the scans you did in the first act, trying to figure out why things were going automatically, like
Yes.
not controlling? Well, you discover that there was a worm-like computer virus uploaded into the system. The virus has been actively covering its tracks, making it difficult to find with diagnostics. The virus also likely caused the initial problems with the sensors and impulse engines. Also, and I will give you a big lure with this. I have a very large obtain information momentum spend bit of information for you if you would like to get it to go along with that.
I want it.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, you're spending the momentum.
Yes.
Okay. Upon using that momentum spend, you learn that the virus was installed while the ship was docked at Starbase 343 by the Nausicaan archaeologist Uratoxa.
Son of a bitch.
Come on, the
Sorry,
traffic.
Commander, would you like to give your report? Commander Benjaxa.
Commodore, I have some information for you you might find very interesting.
Go ahead, Commander.
Upon the latest scan, we found a worm in the computer that was doing a great job hiding its tracks. However, because I pressed the computer for a little more information, we found that the worm had been installed while we were on Starbase 343 by the archaeologist that had been on the ship.
Commander Traffic. I want to know how this archaeologist got access to our computers. That is a breach of security.
And it is.
And I want you to correlate with Starfleet security in the hypothesis that the archaeologists also rigged the power core on Cressida as an effort to arm pre-warp civilization and get them Starfleet technology.
I will do.
On the double, Commander.
Okay, so with that, I'm going to give you like 1 or 2 minutes to process any of this information, ask the Bryozoan any more information, and then we are going to move on to scene 2.
I'd like to ask the Bryozoan if they recognize this virus or know anything about it. They were there when we identified it, so maybe they know where it came from. I mean, we know who planted it, but where did it originally come from?
Where the virus came from?
It had to be designed or manifest.
She's asking to know if it knows the origin. A virus, when it's written, has an origin somewhere. And was it written on another world, another galaxy? Was it written by a
Bryozoans are
different
like,
race?
I don't understand Java.
We did not choose to awaken. We were pulled from the quiet. In your signal, we hear our own death. The resonance forces the many to merge, and the merged cannot rest.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever made contact with others in this galaxy before?
Exploration was once our joy until it became our burden. Yes, we have, and we have also crossed through universes where stars were not yet imagined.
Let me rephrase that. Have you ever been pulled into this galaxy previous to Cressida? And who, like, when and where and who was that interaction with?
No.
All right. So then this code was not tested until it happened at Cressida, is I guess what I'm establishing here.
And is it just a coincidence that it's drawing them, or is it specifically designed to pull them?
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out. Is like, if somebody was like designing this to pull them, then they probably would have tried to figure this out before just like.
I mean, the archaeology is like all about ancient civilizations and stuff like that, right? So, and the Bryozoans were like, once many time ago we were explorers and stuff like that. So maybe the Nausicaan came across an archaeological evidence of them, and then try to pull them back using the warp core
based on whatever stuff they found. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, in your travels, who have you contacted in our universe?
I'm just trying to get them to point the finger at this guy.
I don't have an answer for that.
Can I work with them now to set up the warp to change the frequency of the warp?
We are going to get there very shortly. As long as you guys are ready to move on to the next scene, we are going to get there.
Are there any good questions?
Player Fef is just curious to see what if the final motivation was to smuggle out Starfleet weaponry, or it was just mad scientists trying to get a hold of the new scientific breakthrough by whatever means necessary.
I think those are all great questions, and I will say, depending on what we decide to do after this adventure, will be explored. So just keep that in mind. Does anybody have any more questions for the I keep calling it the Devourer from the first adventure, the Conveyor?
What do you call yourselves?
Oh, that is a very good question.
How do we address you?
We are a collective of collectives, each serving their part of the whole.
Well, part of the whole, this is Starfleet. We wish we have met under better circumstances. However, we are going to do our best to not disturb your peace again. If you can just work with my commander here to fix the warp core, we will be on our way.
If you can silence the wound, you may yet drift in peace.
We are very much intent to do so.
And as you say that, this ends the scene, and we go into scene 2. Commander Vinjaxa, remove a momentum, please. Sorry, I know you're about to take a bite of food.
That's okay. We're down to 0.
Cool.
The ship suddenly shakes as though hit by a photon torpedo. The conveyor says, "The dimensional opening is closing. This collection thought you had more time. A connection with the colony on the other side of the fracture has been formed. You must stop the resonance, or your ship will be drawn into our dimension." So,
a good ticking timing bomb. We all love that.
With that, I will say this now. You know that I don't like how this system works in the game, and I think we all agreed we weren't going to use it of the timed extended task. So what I did is I created in my opinion, a really fun hybrid of this. Okay, So I'm going to explain this to you very quickly. It's, I think, somewhat mostly easy to understand. You guys are going to have a goal, okay, to earn 6 total successes, okay, before the ship suffers catastrophic failure and goes into the other dimension, okay? You're going to have 2 different focus tracks, okay? Does that make sense so far? Balloons. Each focus track will count as 3 successes. 2, yes, 2? 2 what?
I'm just trying to get balloons.
Oh, more balloons.
That's a feature
I've only
that you
ever
need to enable.
I think I've only ever seen it in Julian's screen.
That's because I can't figure out how to do it. I literally hit the button to turn it off and it doesn't. Your first focus track will be to purge the virus from the warp core, which is an engineering/science focus, and it's a difficulty of 3. Now, what I'm combining with the extended time task is that for each success that you get in those 3, the difficulty will go down by 1. So the first task will be 3, the second will be 2, and the first will be 1. Okay? The second focus track is to break free from the trimetric fracture. Okay? So we might be getting some Lieutenant Kamal. You might need to switch characters here, Simon. Okay? That is a science, con, and engineering task. Again, difficulty of 3, then down to 2, and then down to 1. Okay? Here's the thing. As I said in Discord, you guys are free to play this out however you want. If it gets to a point where you need some ideas, I have these built out if you want them. But if you guys want to try and get to that yourselves first, that's totally cool. I want you guys to each choose which track you want to contribute to. And it might actually be cool if you do it in turns. And of course, you can assist each other in these tasks. And the Bryozoan is a playable NPC that can help you by me. Okay, there's your 2 focus tracks. Well, yeah, go ahead.
The nacelles busted.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay?
Just let it. It's fine.
All right.
We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen.
We're limping. It's fine.
You're limping. All right, you're fine. Unless Vin Jackson wants to do some engineering magic and do a roll real quick, which maybe isn't a bad idea.
Yeah, let me do that then.
Okay. It
could
even be honestly, if you because you have a damage control there and you have a damage control team at impulse control, if you want to do a presence and engineering or a presence and something to order them to fix it, you could do that too.
Why don't we do presence and engineering?
Okay, cool. I'm trying to get you guys to do this test, so I want to make this easy on you. If it's a difficulty of 1, presence and engineering, 10 and a 5, difficulty 1 for 15. Okay.
Can I just say that the ship is designed with the frontier in mind? It's a rugged design, whatever. Whenever task 2 rows attempt to try and repatch or repair a breach on the ship, 1d20 may be re-rolled.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Don't need it. 2 and a 13.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay, so you get a momentum from that as well. Nice. So that's going to help you. What does that look like to you? Do you want to give you some orders to your damage control team?
Damage control team, this is Venjaxa. Can you please repatch the repairs you've done to the nacelle, please?
Chief, we could use some extra units of plasma up here to get this thing contained. Coolant. Not plasma. That's blood. Coolant.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I will.
It's a cursed ship.
Plasma.
Blood magic. Yes.
I will send one of the engineers in this in down here up with more coolant.
Thank you,
They
Chief.
are
We'll
armored.
get this patched right away.
Thank you.
All right, so that problem's being worked out. You succeeded. That nacelle is still fucked, but it's patched where it's operational. Okay?
That's all we need.
It won't fly off.
I'm just imagining the ship with a big ace bandage wrapped.
Yeah, right?
around
For
the
real.
metal.
And then
It just
what
goes
happened to
in
my rear buffer
circles.
panel?
the rest is up to you guys. Play this final scene out. How do you want to do this?
Okay, I want to, Commodore, can I suggest that Lieutenant Hernandez and I work on the virus problem, since it seems to be an engineering and science issue?
Absolutely.
That's where I think I'd be most useful.
And I want Commander Travick and Lieutenant Kamal on the con. Try to limp our way out of the fissure. And I want Dr. Rao back on sick bay to try to get our ensign back on track.
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
So I'm going to head back to the bridge to try and get that going.
I don't know if I ever left.
You fly the
No,
ship.
dude, you've been at the con. You've been at the con. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not senior staff.
He actually is. He actually is, but I kind of hope that Commodore was like, dude, you need to make sure that we don't fly apart.
Yeah, but he was more important at his post than Dr. Verall was in the med bay.
Everybody dies.
Yeah, ship don't go.
And Commodore will be
is-
back on the bridge as well to bark orders to everyone.
Purging a virus from the warp core would be a computer task, correct?
It would.
Okay.
Yes.
Hernandez has some computer expertise.
Okay.
So I get a bonus D20 when I'm rolling.
Sweet. Do you want to try and figure out what you need to do first, or would you like me to tell you?
What do you think, Finjaxa?
We'd have to isolate the worm and then delete it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you that because you pretty much figured out the first step. You need to identify the corrupted subsystems. Okay.
So we'll need to isolate the subsystem and remove it and proceed from there.
Repair it after, I suppose.
Yes.
All right. So you want to try that?
Yes, please.
Yep.
Okay. So, you need to do that, and that is going to be a insight and engineering task. Okay.
Insight and engineering.
And that first roll is for a difficulty of 3. Venjaxa, you are looking at a 14.
14.
And Lieutenant Hernandez, an 11. And you
We
could
have
re-roll,
no
right?
momentum, right?
You have
We
one.
have one.
But your first purchase is free, isn't it?
Well, Lieutenant
Yes.
Hernandez, yeah. Oh, it is.
My first D20. If I'm leading, if I'm gonna do,
I don't recommend you lead this one.
No.
even though I get 3 dice, probably.
Actually,
I've been rolling tonight.
I mean, you could.
What do I need again? I was trying to figure out if I could switch it to science, but it would cost me a momentum.
But it gives you
So
such a
I don't
better
wanna-
chance, and you get that extra dice, and you'd be a 13 instead of a 12. I mean, it gives you one more point. It's up to you who wants to lead, obviously.
Do you have anything that'll give you extra dice for this?
No, I don't.
But you
So
get
I
15.
would tend to let you lead in that case, and I would follow.
So you're rolling a 3.
I'm rolling 3 dice.
3 for a.
None of the dice that have been rolled yet this evening, for the record.
Are you going to switch it to science as well for the momentum?
I don't think we've got a lot of stuff that we need to do. I don't know if we want to be spending momentum already.
No. Okay. So just the 3 and Venjax's dice.
Yeah, and what do we need? A 3?
It's a difficulty of 3.
So we're rolling 4 dice.
Yep. All right.
You can do it!
Yay, come on. You saw what I did to the other dice, all right? I'm just having a talk, sorry. A 12, an 8, and a 2.
Boom. That's
Yeah.
3 successes, Venjaxa.
16.
So you're 1 over.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. That's a success.
got it.
You got it. So you are able to isolate the subsystems, which you actually already learned were the sensors and the impulse engines. So those subsystems have been isolated. Okay, that moves you on to your next step. Do you guys want to play that out at all?
No, we're busy. We're in a
you're
rush.
busy. All right, so you guys are busy working at your
You got
computers.
this,
You're
you got
tap,
this.
tapping.
We're like,
Yeah.
Lieutenant is making like Humphy Tellarite annoyed noises, even though he's figuring it out.
and I don't even notice because I am
No,
just...
you are. Yeah, exactly.
I don't hear it.
Okay, so your next task in this is now down to a difficulty of 2. Okay. And you now need to, exactly what Venjaxa said, to isolate the virus-infected processes from warp field control. Okay? So again, same thing. Insight and engineering for a difficulty of 2.
So do you want me
Do
to
it again?
assist? Do you want me to assist Lieutenant, or do you want to swap?
I think
I still get an extra die here.
So then I'm following your lead.
Do this again. A 6, a 7, and a 6.
9.
Oh, so that is
we get
2
We get
momentum.
2 momentum. Woo!
All right. So you succeed at isolating the virus-infected processes. That is now. Now, Dr. Actually, can you role play it out? I'd like you to report that to Lieutenant Kamal.
Lieutenant Kamal, this is Commander Van Jackson. Are you there?
No, he's muted.
Apparently, the pilot is too busy and ignoring you.
Yes.
You see in the background what he just changed it to?
I'm here.
We've isolated the process that caused the impulse and the warp to go down. We just need to update it. You should have full control back at this point.
Shortly.
Excellent.
Shortly.
Or shortly. Excuse
So-
me.
Not going anywhere.
We have to patch the processes that we took out now.
So, and I will say,
Okay.
as you guys are doing this, the core hum evens out slightly, but the fracture outside is still tearing at the hole. Okay. So, all right. And now you are on your final step for purging the virus from the warp core. You need to wipe and restart the affected subsystems without triggering an overload. I'm going to spend a threat. Actually, I'm going to spend 2 threat to create a trait to up the difficulty back up to 2 and say that the systems are already overloaded because of everything going on in the ship. So it's just, your systems are already fluctuating. So difficulty of 2 instead of 1.
I'd be fluctuation right
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I can't make it that easy on you. Come on. So insight engineering 1 more time for difficulty of 2.
Same deal.
Yep.
All right. My new favorite dice.
Oh no.
One of them is a 3
Okay.
and a 15 and a 20.
Okay. How about you, Vinjaxa?
13, which is under what I needed.
We did it.
You got the success. You said you rolled a 20.
Did I say that?
I think you did. This is fun.
Never roll 20s, guys. Never.
So you succeed at your first core task, okay? The virus has been completely purged from the system and full control of the ship has been restored, and the resonance that was causing this has ceased. Okay? So give your report.
Commander, this is Van Jackson.
Then here.
We have purged the virus successfully, and we have restarted the system. The warp core has evened out, is no longer thrumming.
How is our Bryozoan visitor looking?
We are watching closely. We marvel at your teamwork. Yes.
And Jackson does high fives, though.
Here's your complication.
Oh no.
Remember when you guys had a whole bunch of hull breaches that are still there?
Yep.
Well, microfractures from those hull breaches spread, and the ship starts venting atmosphere again. You start getting alarms blaring all over your consoles, Commander Vijaxa.
Where are my damage control teams? I need you to route immediately to the hull and start repairing the microfractures, please.
Actually, I need you to do this, Commander. I need you to reroute force fields to those areas.
Okay.
Can you give me a control and engineering for a difficulty of 2?
I'm going to spend 1 momentum to get a 3rd die.
Okay.
Can the Bryozoan assist?
Bryozoan can assist.
Then I will ask the Bryozoan to assist, please.
Give me 1 second. Let me pull up my stats again. That is a 9. I'm looking for a 10. Okay, here we go. Sweet. 2.
5, 7, 3.
Sweet. That is 2 momentum. Okay. And a
We've got
success.
a nice little momentum collection going now, right?
We have 4.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Do you want to let the Commodore know what happened to your ship and that you've already fixed it so they don't murder you?
Maybe we should
Commodore,
start
this is
with
Van
this.
Jackson.
Then here. Go ahead.
Commodore says, I'm getting really tired of fucking hearing from you, Commander. Sorry.
On the hull breaches, I noticed that we started to have microfractures. I was getting alarm notifications all on my panel. I've already, with the help of the Bryozoan, we've rerouted the force field. We are okay.
Please thank our Brazilian friend for me.
I will do that.
Zen out.
Okay,
And Jack's out.
sweet. Let's shift our focus to Commander Thravik and Commodore Zen and Lieutenant Varel on the bridge as we move on to our next task, okay? Which
Lieutenant
what I
Kamal.
say? Sorry, it's hard. Yeah, my bad.
Sounds
Lieutenant
the
Kamal.
same too.
Yeah, Lieutenant Kamal. You guys need to break free from the trimetric fracture. Okay, this is science, con, engineering. Again, difficulty of 3. Play it out. What do you guys do?
All right. So now it sounds like we have control back. What is there to do besides start backing away?
You're being.
I guess understand the gravitational forces on the ship so that we can try and cut that off or use it against itself, sort of like, you know.
I'm gonna give that to you since you guessed it. Okay, you want to recalibrate the navigational deflector. Okay, to counter the fracture pull.
Okay. So I would like to recalibrate the navigational deflector to help negate the effects here. What does that look like?
So a lot of this is daring and con, but I would also think that this is a bit of it's almost a science issue using deflector control. Do you want to get like Hernandez or Commander Thravik to help you with the deflector?
I'm not good at the science. I'm good at
sounds
con.
like a science person I need.
Yeah.
Isn't the captain have some?
Yeah, can the Commodore help me with
Commodore
this?
could help, yeah.
So, Commodore, and we are back on the bridge. Hang on.
Yeah, because you're with me.
Yeah, so I can spend one momentum and select one ally on the bridge who immediately attempts a single major action, and you assist them by rolling 1d20 with control and command, which gives me a 16.
Do it. I'm in. Okay. So Commodore is rolling a command and control, and you are rolling a. I'm gonna change this up because I don't think daring and con work for this. I'm gonna make this a.
I mean, you can, if we rig the tractor beam to be a repelling beam.
Like con and control.
I was thinking con. Yeah, well, I was thinking either con and control. Yeah, that works for me.
14.
Yeah, and it's a difficulty of 3.
And but I'm being assisted.
You have right now. You have 3 dice, and you have 3 or 4 momentum. 4 momentum.
Question here, folks. I can do this, or I can have my direct to another task and let Commander Thravik try to do the fancy flying, because Commander Thravik also has daring and con, or control and con.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a 14 with that.
You want to do that?
Okay, we can do that, and
then I can save the direct major action to a thing that might be more needed.
Cool. Play it out.
has Kamal. When does determination reset?
I don't think you used it yet, did you?
I don't think
I think
so.
we only get. I don't think we only get one, don't we?
You only get one.
per, like,
I don't think he's used his
story.
yet.
I don't think I've used mine yet, but it's like per episode, right?
Yeah.
So if I did use it, it would have been all the way at the beginning, but I don't think.
Yeah, I don't
did.
think that you did. And if it's, I don't care.
Okay, but I'm thinking I want to use my, because the only thing I have here is the need for speed. That I don't think I have determination that really works here.
I mean, you are attempting some fancy flying.
No, I mean it doesn't. None of these really apply. None
No,
of these
but not
apply.
yeah, not for this. All right, so
You guys have plenty of momentum and an
yeah.
assist die. So
How many momentum are we comfortable using here? 1 or 2?
if you wanted to buy 2 dice, you'd be spending 3 total momentum.
Do one then. You have already 4 dice.
For a
No.
difficulty of 3.
They have
Yeah,
3
for
dice
diffi-
for a difficulty of 3 right now.
Right.
So you can
we'll
buy
one.
one more.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay.
And then I'll have the assist from Thravik.
Yep. So Thravik, you're rolling 14.
14.
We're both rolling 14s.
All right, let's do it. Hit it.
2.
The 4, a 13, and a 3.
That's 4 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 1 more momentum. All right. So you succeed at recalibrating the deflector to counter the fracture pull, which means that the strain on the ship, though, as it's very visible, right? That this thing is pulling you in and hull plating.
Structural
reports
integrity
near
issues
critical
there.
in multiple sessions, on multiple sections of the ship. But as you do this, okay, you can you're a navigator, you know how your ship is supposed to feel, right? And it is you're like, oh man, I think we might be getting there. Okay, so what does this look like to you guys?
Well, I think it's just that. It just feels like, to me, the natural feel of the ship, of the handling of the ship, feels significantly different. And I could just, feel it in the fingertips.
Cool. All right. So then let's move on to step 2, okay? Which is realigning the structural integrity fields to withstand the dimensional shear, because it is still somewhat pulling you in. You're not quite there yet. And that is for a... difficulty of 2. You might want to call down to engineering for this one, having to do with structural integrity field, and see if...
Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Kamal gets on comms, and Commander Jaxa, we're going to attempt to make some movement here, but the ship is still in danger of just coming apart. I need you to stay on top of the structural integrity and do what you can to, as we're trying to pull away, manage these forces.
I'm on top of it.
Okay, so as that'll be trying to figure out how to roll this again. Again, I don't think that's a daring and con roll. I'm going to make this a control. I'm going to make this a control and con again for a 14. Okay, so 14, difficulty of 2 for Vinjaxa. It's a 13. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I'm looking at my push the limit skill.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to understand if the difficulty is a difficulty of 2 on account of environmental conditions.
It's absolutely due to environmental conditions. You're literally dealing with dimensional shear.
Okay. So if I use this skill, we would gain 1 threat, but I had to be able to ignore 1 difficulty, is what it looks like. And so reduce it.
So bring it down to a 1?
Yeah. I mean, so it's just going to make us not necessarily have to spend momentum, and I'll still be able to rely on the assist, and we'll have that extra die situation here.
I'm in favor of giving him the threat because he's down to 3 again.
Right?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
I get 1 back. I'm at 4.
All right.
It's
so we'll do that.
it's very Lieutenant Kamal to push the limits.
Right.
I like it.
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And then
14 and a 13.
Commander, you're going to assist.
Yeah, and it's difficulty of 1 now.
I'm only rolling 1 die, correct?
Yep.
Right. A 2 and a 4.
5.
And you gain 2 momentum. Here's the thing. Do you only you ignore the difficulty increase, but is it still a 2? You know what I mean? It's still a difficulty of 2. You're just ignoring the increase.
It just says ignore the difficulty increase. So yeah,
So I'm going to say 1 momentum
maybe,
from that. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
1 momentum from that. All right. Vinjaxa, do you want to give a report to Kamal about the structural integrity fields?
Kamal, this is Van Jaxa again. The integrity fields are holding together. I'm doing everything I can down here. Everything's working well.
Awesome. We're going to begin to pull away.
And
I'll stay on top of it on my end.
And that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to make 1 last push here, okay? If you do fail now, the ship may not hold together. It is already being held together by threads. You know, after the Enterprise was limping away after the Gorn, you could just hear it lurching. That's how Challenger sounds right now. It is lurching under all this stress, but Kamal, you're feeling it. You're right there. That hotshot pilot in you is just let's fucking go. F1 style, right? Your last task is actually up to you. How does Lieutenant Junior Grade Kamal want to fancy as fuck his way out of this? And you don't come up with it, I have something for you, but I will let you come up with it if you would like. I will say it has to be something fucking crazy, because what I have is crazy.
I mean, I'm tempted to ride the gravitational pull and use that to slingshot away. That way we put the least amount of stress on the ship.
So you're gonna ride it right to the edge?
Not right to the edge,
and try
but
to slingshot
I
around?
don't know, but that's the fancy daring thing to do.
It is.
What do you want me to do? Throw this thing in reverse?
So you're gonna
Ship can
basically
handle that.
after doing, I'm just talking this out with you. You just did all this work to get control back of the ship.
Right.
And
all right. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No. It does, because you can always, now that you have control, break free from it. I'm just putting that out there, that you did a lot of work to get control back.
But like now I definitely have control to like make it possible. Is kind of
if you need to like remaneuver thrusters or something.
Yeah, because like otherwise, without having control, this idea would just put us into the rift.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So now that things are like stable and working and I have control, it's actually possible. But like that's what kind of makes sense for the situation to me, unless there's another fancy flying option anybody can think of.
I like this. I think it's cool. All right, so this is what you want to do?
Yeah, I think that's what makes the most sense.
Play it out. You want to give Commodore your crazy ass idea?
Commodore, I think we're in a stable enough place with our control of the ship and the structural integrity that our best way away from this is to use the pull from the rift to slingshot around and out of the way and finally get out of its control.
Commodore will just stop, think. Good plan. Commander Trevor will assist you with the navigation, because that will require some double fancy flying, Lieutenant.
Yeah, and then I think I looked at Travik and I'm like, I need you to watch for any like thing that goes, if we start pulling past the point of return.
Will do.
All right.
All right. So this is difficulty of 1.
Difficulty of 1, and that is as daring and con as you can possibly get. So you are looking for a 15, and Travik,
15.
There you go. Let's do it. 3 dice.
We have full momentum.
Should we use momentum?
Just use it.
It's
for
the
fun.
end of the mission.
All right. Let's do it.
How many you want to spend?
Just 1.
Just one.
All right. Got it.
So 4 dice.
Did you run a 20?
I got a 5.
I got a 1.
Oh, shit!
I got a 1, a 5, and a 7.
Dude! Oh, that's awesome. Okay, Lieutenant Fancy Pants, give this your best possible description and explanation.
I mean, it's just that. I think between Travik and I, Travik's like watching the course heading and like the trajectory against the gravitational pulls, and I'm like watching, my console and view screen, like riding that like augmented reality sort of line. Like almost, it feels like for everybody, like we're almost kind of going straight at this thing, and if you're looking at the view screen, it's terrifying. As we get closer, it's evident that we're kind of pointing away from it, and we're building a lot of speed, and then we kind of just shoot around and past it.
And that is exactly what happens, as Chris points out. Barf bags for all, but the ship's inertial dampeners kick in, so you don't need the barf bags, as Challenger surges forward, no longer attached to whatever was lurking on the other side of the fracture. The Bryozoan Conveyor speaks to those around them as we switch back to engineering. Thank you. This will go far with the collections. This collection wishes more life forms in this dimension acted more like you. We must now return before the fracture closes. With that bit of gratitude, the collection collapses into thousands of individuals that fly out the tubes that they use to get into engineering, creating a dazzling display of phosphorescence before disappearing through the fracture moments before it closes. The virus purges clean, the fracture's pull fades, and the Challenger drifts free, battered but intact.
Woo!
Yay!
We survived!
We did it! And we didn't kill the ensign.
We didn't kill the ensign.
So close.
Yes.
So close.
So close.
So that moves us to the conclusion. A lot of questions for you guys to maybe answer. Why did Uratoxa plant the virus in the ship's computer?
Yeah.
What was the device used for? Will that colony maybe return with invasion force that they claimed when being assembled? A lot of that would be in part 3. Yeah, but that's it. Do you guys have anything you want to add?
I mean, Commodore Zen just wants to chase the Nausicaan and stab a knife into her belly, into her heart.
And Thravic's got your back on that.
Dr. Varall wants to put Tennan in a bubble.
Ben Jackson wants to put engineering in a bubble.
It is. It's called Shields.
Engineering's being held together by duct tape right now.
Fernandez is already writing her paper.
And I'm pretty sure I'm still in a coma or something. I don't
Yeah,
know what's
you're
going
like in a
on.
medically induced coma at
Commodore,
this
do
point.
you want to go visit your ensign who like helped start you getting all?
Absolutely. Now that we are out of the woods,
Commodore, is that you?
Ensign, you did a very good job. We appreciate of your effort.
Thank you,
And
Commodore.
she is reassuring, and we have some momentum that we can spend, right? She can spend
She
up
showers
to,
him with momentum.
Yeah, there is this thing. When Zen succeeds at a task using presence, she can spend 1 momentum to reassure her allies as long as they are able to hear her. She can spend 1 momentum repeatable to one ally who can see and hear her to recover 1 stress.
Oh, yay.
Aw.
Thank you.
That
Yeah.
ally may not recover more than 3 stress from one use of this talent. So, I can
spend 3
I can-
momentum, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I'm
the end
reading
of
it.
the story anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So I think she will just spill the spiel of the Starfleet honor and service and mission to explore strange new worlds and seek out new life and new civilizations, and how Ensign Tennan was instrumental to understand this new life form, reassuring him that we could not have succeeded without his help. And we appreciate of his sacrifice that he made for his health in order to get this mission completed and get three stress out of it.
Perfect. Awesome.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go back to bed now.
Get some rest, Ensign. You deserve it.
And with that, Challenger and its crew limp back to Federation space and the most nearby starbase.